Good afternoon, and welcome to Mary on Mondays in May. This is the first installation over the next few weeks of Mondays of May. And today's devotion will be to Mary, Undoer of Knots. I wanted to do this reflection with you because Mary, the Undoer of Knots, has played a major role in my Marian devotion. I'd often prayed the rosary. I often prayed the rosary with family and with friends on special occasions. But it wasn't until within the past 10 years that I have become more devoted to our Mother Mary. When Pope Francis became Pope, he introduced us to Mary, the Undoer of Knots. She was found in a church in Austria, and he wanted to share that devotion with us. And the story of Mary, the Undoer of Knots, is that she's holding a ribbon, and the ribbon is full of knots. And the focus of this Mary is toward our families. She takes the knots that are in the ribbon, and when we pray to her, she intercedes for us with her son, Jesus, and works to get those knots untied. Now, many a times in my life, I have found myself in knots. And that can be an actual physical knot of like being a child and learning how to tie my shoes, or being an adult and having my shoes double tied and trying to untie the knot. Knots can also be metaphoric, often, or can actually be physical reactions that we can have. We can have knots in our stomach. We have headaches. There are places in our hearts that feel tight or not at peace, not settled. These feelings and this lack of peace, these are real. These are something that we have experienced a lot of recently in being quarantined here at home, in trying to figure out how to get everything done that we need to get done, with learning new technology, with having our children learn new technology by homeschooling, by teachers also learning new technology, and them trying to take their lesson plans and turn them into something that can be adapted into your home, with the governor making the proclamations that he has. There's just been so much going on. And I know that for myself, I have felt knots in my stomach, in my heart, in my head, and throughout my life at different times. So my devotion to Mary, the Undoer of Knots, as I mentioned, started about 10 years ago, when I was having some personal struggles and experiencing that emotional anxiety and physical anxiety. And what I found is, as I prayed that devotion to Mary, the Undoer of Knots, and those things started to come and leave me feeling peaceful. The knots were slowly untied. I could come to a sense of calm and clarity. And I think that clarity was a huge help in trying to have those knots untied. And oftentimes in the prayer, you'll see that you can offer your particular knot, what it is that you want Mary to intercede for you with her son. So it has worked for me. Mary, the Untier of Knots, has done wonders for me and my family. She has untied the knots that have hurt my head and in my heart and oftentimes my stomach. So I suggest that you consider the idea of also praying to Mary, the Untier of Knots. See if she can't come forth for you and intercede for you with her son, Jesus. Mary loves you. She wants to help. She wants to untie these knots. She wants peace and to reduce anxiety. Take this opportunity to let that happen for you.